With Wimbledon being just days away, let's have some fun and look at some long shot contenders in this year's Wimbledon Championships. What's up, everybody? It's John Eric Poli, and with Wimbledon being just a few days away, thought it would be fun to look at some players that are considered long shots to win this year's Wimbledon, but definitely have all the tools to make a very deep run in this year's Wimbledon Championships. Despite their seeds, these guys are absolutely all alive. I'm going to start with talking about some women players and then end today's video by talking about some men's players. Let's get started today by talking about somebody who I am absolutely ecstatic about seeing back on the tennis court. Ajla Tomljanovic. I love me some Ajla Tomljanovic. This is definitely her best surface. She made the quarterfinals here at Wimbledon in 2021 and 2022. Both of those years she lost to the ladies that went on to win the championship, Ash Barty and Elena Rybakina. In fact, she went 3 sets with Elena Rybakina in 2022. Big question for Tomljanovic: how healthy is she? Health has been a concern. She's been banged up a lot. She's been missed a lot of time recently. Hopefully all that's behind her. Here she is on her best surface. We'll see what she could do. She was given a special ranking as number 34. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? We're going to find that out and find it out very soon. Next player I want to talk about is somebody who was very, very successful at one time and then kind of just fell off the cliff a little bit. Caroline Garcia. When you talk about somebody that has a game to win a Grand Slam, no questions asked, it's Caroline Garcia. Big thing with her is her consistency. Consistency has just not been there. There's been times where Caroline Garcia looks like the Caroline Garcia that won a WTA Finals, that beat an Iga Swiatek that year, that beat Aryna Sabalenka that year, that went on that deep run that year. But then the next match, all of a sudden, it's all gone. She has the game to win. She's due for some sort of breakout moment here in 2024. Is that going to happen? Going to find out here very, very soon. Now, for this next person I have on this list, I was a little confused. Do I put them as a long shot or do I put them into the contender category that's going to be coming up on this YouTube channel very shortly? Jasmine Paolini. Paolini, great 2024. No question whatsoever about that. She wins her first WTA 1000 event earlier in the year. Then look what she just did at the French Open, getting by Elena Rybakina in the quarterfinals, going on to compete for the championship at Roland Garros. I know Iga Swiatek was too much for her, but Iga Swiatek is too much for a lot of people on clay. Big thing, though, for Paolini. She's never made a second round at Wimbledon. I expect her to do that definitely this year, but still, just that little bit of unsuccess that she's had here at Wimbledon, never making a second round. Reason why I put her into the long shot category. Easily could have put her into the contender category. And the last person that I want to speak about here today is Caroline Wozniacki. Now, I get it. Same type of thing. Might be a little bit of a hot take there. She, of course, is a former world number 1. She's won the Australian Open in 2018, so she's a major champion, but never made a Wimbledon quarterfinal. All the success in her career, she's never made a very deep run. She's probably going to need a good draw, have to pull off an upset somewhere to make a deep run here at Wimbledon. But when she's on top of her game, Wozniacki, just as good as anyone. So that takes us now to the men's side of things. We wrapped up those long shots on the women's side of things. Let's get to the men's side of things. And I'm going to get started with the guy that made a deep run last year in Christopher Eubanks, the American. Quarterfinals in 2023. He's a big server. He's actually number 3 on tour in serve rate. He's just shy of 70% on his first serve. Great numbers there. Servers do well at Wimbledon. That's why he had that success last year. We'll see if he's going to be able to dip into that. Next guy I want to talk about is a guy that had some success very late into the clay season, Nicolas Jarry. Jarry's a guy that just competed for the Italian Open final. He did lose that to Alexander Zverev, but he had a pretty good clay season, of course, by making that final. He's number 10 in serve rate. Can he play calm? Can he use that big first serve to carry him? We'll see. I know that major championships haven't been pretty for Jarry. His big breakout moment was at Italian Open. We'll see if there's any sort of momentum there that he could ride. But if he get that serve down, right, number 10 in serve rate, if he gets that down, he's definitely a guy that could be a long shot to win this year's Wimbledon Championship. And now we end today's video by talking about a guy that was very, very close to winning a Wimbledon Championship. Well, at least he made the final anyway. Novak Djokovic, of course, too much for him. That's Matteo Berrettini, the Italian. He's obviously a guy that knows what it takes to get it done on grass, as he, of course, like I said, made a final at Wimbledon, but health hasn't been on his side. I mean, if you're a guy that's got to play Berrettini right out of the gate, good luck. He's coming into this tournament ranked number 100. So if you get Berrettini early, good luck. If he's healthy, he could be a handful. Of course, like I said, going to be an uphill battle for him, but still, Berrettini, a guy definitely you don't want to see early on here at Wimbledon. That was this year's long shots to win the Wimbledon Championship. Like I said, uphill battle for probably all of these people here, but still, you can make a case that these guys all could make a run at this year's Wimbledon. Just want to remind everybody out there, Wimbledon going down July 1st through July 14th. It's going to be an exciting tournament. I'll have more coverage here in the lead up to Wimbledon and, of course, coverage all throughout the Wimbledon Championship. So make sure you guys subscribe and follow along right here.